This is James Robertson with Workspace Real Estate. Here's a question that I got yesterday from a client, and I thought it'd be good for our vlog to talk about. What's the difference between a triple net lease and a gross lease? Is a triple net lease better than a gross lease? Is a triple net lease more expensive than a gross lease? So let me give you a quick answer. The short answer is no. A triple net lease is not more expensive than a gross lease. It's just a different way of categorizing cost. In a gross lease, you have a base rent, and then you have your common area maintenance, taxes, and insurance that's put in that gross lease, but it's included in the price. In a triple net lease, you have a base rent, and then you have additional rent that's added on top of the base rent. So most of the time, people see triple net leases and they do see that the triple nets are more expensive. The reason that triple net leases seem to be higher is because most of the new construction, most of the new office, new industrial, and new retail are going to be triple net type investments, and because they're newer, they're more expensive. That's why they get pegged with being more expensive than gross leases. Now, from a tenant point of view, if you're a business owner, there's less risk involved in a gross lease, and that's pretty straightforward on why that is. There's no pass-throughs on a gross lease. That common area maintenance, taxes, and insurance that's built into that base rate, it's already there. So if your taxes go up for that building this next year, the landlord's responsible for a lot of that. They have to eat that cost. If your utilities go up, if your property management costs go up, in a gross lease, the landlord is responsible for managing and mitigating that risk. In a triple net lease, it's a straight pass-through. So if your taxes go up, you're going to pay directly your pro rata share or your share of tax increase. If utilities go up, if common area maintenance goes up, you're going to pay your share of that increase in cost. So the ways that you need to work around a triple net lease, because sometimes you can't avoid getting one, is we always try to cap or control as many expenses as possible. It's really smart to methodically go through the lease and identify what are all of the costs that are variable, and then we use market data to show historically how much that increases every year and what we need to do to control it. And every lease is different because all leases have different areas of controllable costs. They all include common area maintenance, taxes, and insurance, but some triple net leases include more than that, and it really varies depending on which owner you're dealing with. And that's why it's really important for you to take each lease individually and look at how to best attack and control those costs if you're dealing with a triple net lease. If you're dealing with a gross lease, like I said, it's easier to handle. There are still some variable costs that are involved, and those are usually called OPEX, or we call it an expense stop. And that basically works like this. At the end of a year, you're going to have a certain percent increase. It's usually a small 1 to 3% increase in total cost. And that gross lease, the landlord will ask you to pay your share of that. That too can be controlled. If you just sign a standard lease, it's not going to be controlled. And it may even be open-ended, leaving you vulnerable to hundreds of dollars a month in increase in lease rate, possibly thousands depending on the size of your property. So you want to make sure that you put a cap on that as soon as possible. But if anything, I hope that you guys get from this vlog to take time and look at the type of lease you have, whether it's a gross lease or whether it's triple net. And in either case, you have to go through and identify the potential variable cost, and sometimes they're not clear, and then you have to control those costs through negotiations. That's something that we insist with all of our clients, and we definitely ask you guys to work with your brokers to make sure that they're doing that for your business. It could save you thousands. This is James Robertson signing off. Thank you for watching.